So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Here's Berrios. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but... And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Prescott yet again. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And he will find the end zone again, so he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott now. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play action now. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off the play fake, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 3rd and 9 here. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with an acrobatic catch. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 12-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marquise Bell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marquise Bell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy going to the air right away. And his first look is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Prescott to throw it. He gets it to Cooks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Clock about to expire. Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Bust through the tackle. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Getting home that time to Marvy and Overshown. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Purdy from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. That is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Purdy now to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Final play of the half, Purdy. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. They're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, nifty. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. Now he's loose at the 40. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Forced out to his left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Running right, it's Pollard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. First down, and it's Pollard again. He'll get this up to about the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Field clear. Field clear. 47.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Prescott off play action. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Prescott now from the 50. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter, and this defense is once again unable to stop them.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. There's Cooks in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Steps away. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Marquise Bell able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Shotgun now with Purdy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott now. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
To the air again, Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, check back. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Love. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs. 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Prescott on 3rd and 2. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Packers Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. An inside give to Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Hey, green down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Being chased out left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 4 yards out. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now Carlson for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next score, Packers 14, Cowboys 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Working out of the gun, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Final play of the half, Love. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. 11, the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now he steps away. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Dobbs goes in motion. 2nd down, Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing, Love. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime, But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Second down, Prescott. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw again. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. And again, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Hey, kill. Check Mike 39. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Prescott now on second down. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Fourth and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that fourth down.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. Said,
he's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46. Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. That's complete to Dobbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, it's Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This is first and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Prescott. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They're going to try and run, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts, as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy going to the air right away. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Caught here by Bell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
On 1st down, Purdy. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he's brought down. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And that's caught out wide by Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On first down, it's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Kill.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 3. Prescott down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's caught at the 1, and he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Play action. Now Purdy.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. A final shot before break. Purdy, and this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. A
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Pollard going to try the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Purdy now on second down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15 he goes. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. Throwing, Purdy.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Purdy to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go, timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Here's Dak. Into the hands of Cooks.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now Dak.
It's caught left side by Cooks.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Here comes 2nd down. To throw, Prescott.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Purdy.
And he comes back with one complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him,
Why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Ooh, the juke.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys
And themselves.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. ETN to start the drive.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as a tackle made at the 42. Another tote for ETN.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. In
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 3rd and 3. Lawrence. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well. You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 7. Now Lawrence.
That's complete right around the 8.
And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Etienne will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
One more time with Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. A very quick pass to Ridley.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. ETN up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Here's Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll run with ETN.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw.
Able to shake him off. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but
over the middle, and there's a diving catch, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll throw now on the final play. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action now, Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And out of bounds right around the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short. And they'll be unable to get this back within one score as it stays a 9-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From midfield now, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. On first down, Lawrence.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And they'll run with ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had...
It got his man complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
In motion left, Flowers. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Jackson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Marquise Bell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Able to slither by. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Peyton Hendershot
with an amazing diving catch.
And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
66 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott off play action. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, Prescott.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
4th down, Prescott. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Jackson on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 36 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Prescott now. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Back to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. To throw is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Jackson going to run the draw. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 32 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First down, Prescott rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown!
Tony Pollard from 10 yards out.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Dorrance Armstrong able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
On second down, here's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot,
and he delivers.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 76 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, and it's Pollard again. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 29 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson will throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Prescott to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone and what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
Now Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This will get the lead up to 7. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.